So, anyway.
Bro, I'm going through comments of, give me the most vile middle school story ever. So far, I've gotten, janitor found a dead body in our school once, and the school closed for 2 weeks.
Ah, I see.
Uh, someone gave birth in the bathroom, and the school went on lockdown.
Huh? Middle school.
Mhm. 3 Mormon girls found out somebody liked a creepypasta, so they got them suspended by spreading rumors that they were going to shoot up the school. This was 8 years ago, and they still talk about how God gave them the courage to stop a school shooting. I still have no idea where they got that idea from.
I don't know, man. Anyways, what a
And the
fantastic
first two
intro.
comments, the first two comments I saw were someone shat in the hallway and I slipped on it, followed by I shat in the hallway and watched someone slip on it.
Nice. It's like when that dude shit on the floor in the boys' bathroom in like grade 10, 11.
Oh yeah, and there was a turd as long as somebody's forearm in the same urinal every other Wednesday, and it only happened on Wednesdays.
Oh god, bro, I've witnessed that at work before. Specifically, the gender-neutral bathroom. I walk in there was a giant shit in
Oh,
there. Meaning,
oh
someone,
no.
one of my, that means it was one of my coworkers who did that. One of my coworkers went into the gender-neutral bathroom and said, "Man, I'm gonna ruin Xavier's day."
Damn.
Anyways, I'm so glad that since I've already finished this trial, it didn't show the like preview icon for this, which means it's gonna be way cooler for you because there's like gonna be some shit you won't expect, and you're gonna be very happy.
Oh boy.
The girl, let her go.
Some James Bond shit.
Shut up. Come closer. And I killed her. Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance.
That was indeed some James Bond shit.
I'm reading through the file of an old court case. It was the first case of my longtime mentor, Mia Fey. Her very first client was a death row inmate who had recently broken out of prison. That was a whole year before Mia and I ever met. This case is actually fucking wild, I'll tell you that.
Whew. I think I already know who I have to voice.
Ugh, I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm gonna die. I never should have accepted this case. Ugh. Ah, good morning. Don't be so jumpy. Don't be so jumpy, Mia. Also, because you voice like 50 million characters in this case, so I'll take the fall of being Terry Fowles.
All right.
Because I do kind of have a voice for him already. I didn't do nothing. I swear, I didn't kill nobody. Terry Fowles, my first client, sentenced to death 5 years ago, and now a prison escapee. Just relax, Mia. Make some small talk and try to relax him. So why did you escape anyways? I'm sorry. I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lied. I didn't escape from anywhere. But Mr. Fowles, the police just recaptured you 2 days ago. Sorry. I told you a lie. Oh boy. But anyways, I didn't do it. I never killed anybody. Sorry for asking, but you're on death row, right? I'm really, really sorry. They sentenced me to die 5 years ago, but I was tricked, I tell you. That woman, she lied in her testimony. That's why I got the death penalty. I swear it, I didn't kill her. I can never do that. 2 days ago, he escaped from the police wagon when it crashed. And then about 8 hours later, a policewoman was murdered before the police could recapture him. The police believe that Terry Fowles did it. After you escaped, did you meet a policewoman? Yeah, I did. She's the reason I escaped. So that much is true. He did meet with the victim. But I didn't kill her. She was alive when I left. She was alive. It's true. I can trust him, right? I mean, I should.
Is this Mr. Hemorrhoids? Oh, you're not gonna figure out the truth by just staring at the guy.
Why are you here?
I came to see how our little kitten was doing all alone in the big scary lion's den. I thought maybe you'd like someone to play with.
Where's Mr. Grossberg?
That old man is probably still in bed. I bet he's clutching an empty bottle and mumbling in his sleep. Aren't I good enough? After all, it's me, Diego Armando.
I didn't say... So, Diego Armando, the finest attorney at Grossberg Law Offices, is here for me?
No. You've got it all wrong. Today, you're the finest. After all, it took an amazing amount of guts to take this case. I don't want to... This is not him, right? Or is this him?
That is Godot, yeah.
Wow! Imagine, an escaped death row convict for a first client.
Yeah, thanks. I sure wish I could get out of it, though. Hold up. Fuck.
Yeah, there we go. Prosecutor for today is fresh out of his diapers as well.
Really?
However, unlike a certain somebody who I won't mention, he's earned a reputation as a genius since beginning his law career.
Genius?
Well, it's about time to head in, kitten. Sharpen those claws of yours. It's go time.
A solitary confinement cell for those condemned must be the world's loneliest place. And that's what my client ran away from. Every lure gave up on him, but not me. When I saw those overflowing eyes and heard that simple, childlike voice, I just had the feeling that he was telling the truth. There's still like 50 million more surprises in this case.
I'm not ready.
Well, number one, we get the Canadian judge.
Yes, court is now in session for the trial of Terry Fowles.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
All I heard was you caught out like, yeah!
I couldn't scream, but my goat! I understand the lawyers for both sides are newcomers.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm Mia Fey.
Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor. So you're the new prosecutor everyone's talking about, eh? They say you joined the prosecutor's office at quite an early age. At 20, Your Honor. I guess our little kitten hasn't earned I guess our little kitten hasn't earned herself much of a reputation yet, huh?
Come on, Mia. You can't lose. Not to someone younger than you.
Young people ruining a trial. I'm not too sure about how I feel about that. Now then, the defendant in this case is currently a felon on death row. 2 days ago, he escaped from a police wagon. Is that correct? Precisely. But the defendant is not on trial for escaping prison. The day that the defendant escaped, a policewoman was murdered.
So we're here to determine if Mr. Fowles was responsible for her death.
You got it, kitten. Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's hear your opening statement. Yes, Your Honor. It was 5 years ago. The defendant, Terry Falls, was sentenced to death in this very court. His crimes were kidnapping, extortion, and murder. The girl he threw off the bridge was only 14 years old. A truly horrible crime. I remember it well. There was no decisive evidence, so the trial was long and protracted. Correct. But in the end, what finally decided the case was a certain witness's testimony.
Witness's testimony?
The testimony of Detective Valerie Hawthorne, the person who confronted this criminal. She arrested Mr. Falls at the scene and later testified against him. She said she witnessed Mr. Falls throwing his young victim into the river. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered.
So Miss Hawthorne's testimony was the one that put him away.
That policewoman you just mentioned, that wouldn't be... Exactly. The victim, the same woman that was killed 2 days ago. Police Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne. I see. The man who was sentenced to death based on her testimony escaped 2 days ago. With only one thing in his mind, to take revenge against the woman who convicted him. The truth is becoming clear to me now.
Huh?
Yes. It's quite obvious that the defendant is guilty.
Wait a minute, that's not right. At least do the case before you decide on its outcome, Your Honor.
Watch yourself, Miss Fay. I'm not sure I care for your word choice, or tone of your voice. Young people these days simply don't know how to respect their elders.
Why, you're even younger than me, you hypocrite.
Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, please call your first witness. I call the detective who was in charge of the initial investigation of this case. If it's gumshoe. Oh, yeah, man. Witness. State your name and occupation.
He's just in a different jacket, that's the funniest part.
Gumshoe. Dick Gumshoe. I'm the homicide detective in charge of the case, sir.
This is like Braden's P case right here.
Yes, it is. I finally got promoted to the detective division half a year ago.
I'd also like to point out that they did plan on having Gumshoe have a slightly different design, but they had like time limitations, so they just fuck it, give him a different jacket.
Yeah,
Change the
just
color.
dye his jacket different, and it genuinely worked.
Because the whole
Because
thing
like,
is, oh, it's like an old dirty jacket.
yeah, but it's also like Gumshoe doesn't age. Like he ages really well.
No. I don't believe anyone asked you about that.
Hey, ma'am, you got any idea how much work it takes?
What is it?
You're really gorgeous.
Excuse me?
Why is everybody hitting on Mia? I mean, it's fair, she's hot, but like... No, seriously. My heart, it's aching for you. Detective, pull yourself together and try to be professional. Otherwise... I'll write you up on contempt so quick that something other than your heart will ache. Okay, I got it. New detective, tell us about the incident. Yes, sir. Right away. The victim was Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, a veteran on the police force. She was stabbed in the back with a knife and died from excessive blood loss. That much is already stated in the autopsy report. The court would like to hear more details about the incident itself. Yes, sir. I gotcha. Okay, let's take a look at this aerial map of the area here. This is a sketch of Dusky Bridge, an old suspension bridge. And the river that runs under there is Eagle River. The victim and the defendant met there, on top of the bridge. After stabbing her in the back, the killer carried the victim back to his car. He was recaptured at a police checkpoint as he was trying to make his getaway, sir. I see. Was the victim's blood found on the bridge? The victim, Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, was wearing a thick coat, sir. Unfortunately, no traces of blood were found on the bridge. Mr. Edgeworth, I warn you that I absolutely despise conjecture. If there was no blood on the bridge, then you have no proof that they even met there. Your Honor. If you would listen to the testimony you have prepared, I'm sure you'll be convinced. The two of them most certainly did meet on the bridge that day. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm not sure I like you wagging your finger at me as though I were some hoser. Detective, proceed with your testimony. Yes, sir.
Here we go, Mia. Hang on.
Okay, now. Listen carefully, kitten. One little mistake and this guy will drink you for morning tea. Trust me, and get ready. So this is when he was a tea drinker?
No, he still drinks coffee. He's just making jokes.
Ah, damn.
Yeah.
On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. Sergeant Hawthorne went to Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Falls. And that's when she was brutally murdered, sir. The criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Mr. Falls was arrested at a police checkpoint we set up at the base of the mountain. Well, you certainly have established the importance of the bridge. Naturally. Now, would the defense please hurry up and proceed with the cross-examination?
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination coming right up.
Hey, settle down there, kitten. If you keep trembling like that, You're gonna make me spill my coffee.
See? Coffee. I'm not sure. It's just cold in here.
The courtroom can be a cold battlefield, alright. Especially for a beginner.
I don't need you to worry about me. I mean, the defendant, the witness, everyone's a beginner in here.
You got me there. But maybe you should keep your claws out and show them what you've got, kitten.
Can you tell they're fucking dating?
They're what?
I mean, like, at this point they're not, but, like, it's, like, confirmed. I think, like, Roseburg even has, like, an offline in, like, the first trial. Some about mentioning her boyfriend or some shit, which would be Godot at that point, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't want to get into spoiler territory because it kind of turns into spoilers and shit, but I don't want to get into that. It's okay, Mia. Stay calm. Just remember those court procedure videos you stayed up all last night watching. So what's a cross-examination? This unknown person, you have no idea who they might be, right?
Sorry, but I'm afraid I do.
What?
The one who called Sergeant Hawthorne's the defendant, Terry Falls. What? The defendant? The defendant called her? Sergeant Hawthorne was a very thorough person, sir. She left a note about her phone call with Mr. Falls.
Note?
Yeah, a top secret memo that she left at her desk. According to this note, it seems the one who called her on the bridge was indeed the defendant, Terry Falls.
Whose bright idea was it to keep that note from me?
Looks like the judge is even more sure of his verdict now. Listen up. Never ask a question if you don't already know the answer.
It's the detective's fault. He's the one that said unknown person. Oh my god.
There we go. Hey now, don't make that face at me. You just said it that way because the prosecutor told me to.
Was that a trap? With that cute face, I didn't expect him to be so sneaky.
I mean, yeah, it is cute.
I mean, yeah. You can tell Edgeworth is much more like, I don't know, snarky, I guess, than he even was in like the first game, where he's much more like, fuck you.
Oh yeah, I am the know-it-all.
Yeah. 3, 4. Mr. Fowles had a car then?
Well, that bridge is way up in the mountains, ma'am. The defendant and the victim both went up there by car. I mean, how else, right? What? You mean the defendant drove his own car? No, of course not. It was stolen. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light. Car thieves. I'm not sure how you feel about car thieves.
Is this guy sure about how he feels about anything?
This is a photo of the stolen car's trunk.
Yep, certainly stuffed her in there.
Naturally, that's the body of Valerie Hawthorne's in there. Whoa! That doesn't look too comfortable.
The victim, she was stabbed in the back, correct?
Yeah. Huh. For some reason, men always seem to get stabbed in the back.
We're talking about a woman here.
You can't tell from this photo, but the knife was stuck in her back nice and firm. The condition of the body when it was discovered is very important information. Detective, was there anything strange or noteworthy in the trunk of the car?
Present victim's note. Huzzah. Witness!
What is it? Do you have something to say, Miss Faye?
I'm sorry. I totally forgot what I was going to say. This is the first time I've ever had to actually address someone like that.
You should have practiced before coming to court. Honestly, Miss Faye, I'm not sure I like this. Say there, little kitten. Want a piece of my coffee candy?
Candy?
Well, you're still too young to be drinking real coffee.
Come on, Mia, shake it off. You're a lawyer. Detective.
Yes, ma'am.
This photo. You said that there was nothing peculiar about it. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well then, I suggest you take another look at the note written by the victim.
The note?
It fairly clearly says, wear white scarf for identification. The caller must have forgotten what the victim looked like. Thus, this special request.
Uh, um,
I have one very simple question for you, Detective. Where's the white scarf? I can't seem to find it in this photo.
well, to be honest, we didn't find it in the trunk, ma'am.
And you stopped there? You should have looked for it.
Yeah. The color told her where to identify herself, so I'd expect she did just that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do you have to say about this? I see the defense is a little lacking. The scarf you are searching so desperately for. Is it this one, by chance?
Ugh.
That's
That's blue.
blue. Where did you find that?
Ugh. Do they cut out or something? Or are you still here? Fuck. Shit.
Sir, why? Why didn't you tell me? I made a decision to keep all pieces of evidence in my personal satchel. It's the safest place, I know. That hotshot shares a flair for the dramatic. It's not exactly white, as the caller requested. But as you can see, it's close enough for what it was intended for. It looks like it spent some time in the mud. Not surprising. It was drizzling on the mountain that day.
Prosecutor Edgeworth. He was intentionally hiding that scarf the whole time.
The court will accept the scarf into evidence. Now, if the attorney for the defense is finished embarrassing herself, are you? Oh, I thought my thing had cut out. I'd like to move on with the testimony. That is all right with you, isn't it, Miss Faye?
Boy, would I like to wrap this scarf around his smarmy little neck.
Very good. Now, if we're done with this mud-covered scarf business, the prosecution moves to establish conclusively, with hard evidence that Miss Hawthorne and Mr. Falls did indeed made on that bridge that day. Further, you'll show exactly what occurred there. It sounds quite promising. I can't wait to hear all about it.
Everything is moving at his whim.
Don't forget, kid. There's a reason why everyone considers this kid's a genius.
A genius, huh?
Actually, there's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. This photo was accidentally taken by the witness. It shows the Vic wearing the scarf, sir. It was drizzling that day. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to see what's going on. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. That must have been when the scarf fell off. Looking at this photo, you really get the sense that this bridge is very high up. It is about a 40-foot drop from the bridge to the Eagle River down below. Mr. Edgeworth, who took this photo anyway? Let's just say that it was a well-intentioned third party. A potential witness. So why isn't this person in the courtroom? Well, they said they absolutely did not want to testify. The person in question is very delicate, Your Honor. Besides, as long as you have this photo, we see no reason to compel them to testify. I'm not sure how you feel about that. So, as you can see, Terry Falls had both the motive and the opportunity.
Yeah, bro, I think you cut it again, or like stream delay is happening. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Your Xbox shit the bed. I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Yeah, but there we go.
Oh, he's back.
The truth is becoming clear to me now.
Huh?
Yes, it's quite obvious. He's clearly guilty.
Not again, that's not fair. I haven't even done my cross-examination yet. What do you mean, Okay, let's fix that. Alright.
I'm like, so... I feel like the judge is gonna say, Savari!
Yeah, with the stupid voice. It's so similar, but you're just kind of... Yeah. I think this is like the first time we've actually had characters that sound similar.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Jim Carrey is Canadian, so...
Yeah, that's fair. Actually, it was...
You gotta give Jim Carrey the Canadian accent.
Is that part of the witness's testimony as well?
Of course it is. He pushed the victim hard in the back, and she fell down right on her stomach. Hmm. I remember that happening once myself. It was real brutal.
Are you talking about seeing someone get pushed, or were you the one getting pushed? Or does it mean that you pushed someone down like that once? With his mind-boggling tales and the way he said brutal, I wonder if he's Canadian.
Huh. Save your nasty look for the right person.
Uh-huh.
Take a look. Poor baby. The court record seems to have wet itself.
This is another banger line, especially with the way he just fucking looks at you.
Yeah. It looks like it's the fucking Josh Hutcherson. That's it.
Hey, watch where you spill your coffee. The court record, huh? I don't even know if you have to do that. It told me to do that. I don't even know if you have to. Press on the crime photo on. So at the time of the crime, there was a light drizzle coming down, correct?
Yeah, and fog too. Just a general soggy atmosphere.
Well, I have evidence that doesn't go with a soggy atmosphere.
But this is a photo of the victim's body that was found in the car trunk.
Considering the conditions at the scene of the crime, something isn't right.
By all means, please enlighten us as to what is right. What is it about this photo of the trunk that doesn't fit with the conditions that day?
Why the fuck is the coat clean?
Yeah.
Naturally, the answer is right here.
The victim's coat? As far as I can see, there's nothing strange about it.
That's exactly what's strange. Recall the testimony. What were the conditions on the bridge that day? It was drizzling and foggy. Dusky bridge was all wet. If the victim really had fallen down her stomach on top of the bridge, then the front of her coat should have been covered in mud.
Yeah. That's exactly right. The other day, I fell on a muddy street and my gorgeous playoff beard was befouled. I do admit that the crime scene was quite wet that day. However, that doesn't mean that the top of the bridge itself was muddy. If Your Honor had fallen in the shower instead of on a muddy street, your glorious hockey beard, pride of the legal league, would be wet, but not muddy. Unfortunately, I have yet to test that. Still, your point is well taken. I'm not gonna... Can you prove that the surface of the bridge was muddy that day?
The surface of the
scarf.
bridge. The scarf that you presented, dumbass.
A real man wouldn't stand for a tom like this.
Neither would a real woman. Of course I can. Here's the evidence that proves the surface of the bridge was muddy. The fucking scarf. The evidence is this scarf.
Yeah.
It should be obvious. If the scarf fell onto the bridge and got this muddy, it means the bridge was obviously covered in mud.
No, I can't be outwitted by this novice bimbo.
Hey, same to you, buddy.
God damn. Miss Faith's assertion makes perfect sense to me.
Phoenix's first case versus Mia's.
Yeah.
Phoenix had to deal with senile Winston Payne, meanwhile fucking Mia's in the fucking trenches.
Maya just got your bimbo bitch. I do admit that there appears to be a contradiction between the condition of the victim's coat and her scarf. However, The real question is, why is there a contradiction?
Huh?
For every contradiction, there exists an explanation. Let's look at what the explanation in this case may be, shall we?
Alright. It's not like he's really giving me a choice here.
You're doing pretty well for a little kitten.
But Mr. Armando.
No matter what he says, a contradiction always comes down to a lie. It's either the victim discovered in the trunk, the witness's photo showing the defendant and the victim, or the witness's testimony that stated she saw the moment of the murder. Just relax and think it over. It's pretty simple, isn't it? The false evidence. It's one of those three. What you say just new? I'm not sure I like that.
That wasn't me, Your Honor. It was the coffee aficionado over there that said it.
This court is not in the habit of accepting false evidence, you know. Blame it on him, Your Honor. He's the one trying to slip false evidence into court. But we won't let him. We'll expose his evidence as the flimsy scam it really is.
Yes. The false evidence in the case is the witness's testimony. It's a no-brainer. Obviously, it's the witness that's suspicious. During his earlier testimony, the detective pointed out a crucial fact. The criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Now, is that testimony exactly what the witnesses claim to have seen?
Yeah, that's what the witness told us.
That testimony is filled with holes. After all, the victim's coat isn't dirty at all.
That's true. Huh, it's not just true, it's the truth. If there was a truly decisive witness in this case, I'm certain that boy Wonder over there would have called him in the first place.
Your Honor, the defense requests to cross-examine the eyewitness. The testimony presented so far is not only vague, but contradictory as well. Oh shit, she got his ass.
Oh my god! Well, Mr. Edgeworth, it appears that we'll need to hear from your mystery witness after all. You should brace yourself for the brutal truth.
He's being serious. You really should brace yourself.
This shit's gonna be Phoenix, isn't it? Your Honor, the prosecution has no intention of hiding the witness from the court. We are prepared to present our witness at any time. Very well. Please bring forth your witness at this time.
What Miss Edgeworth said kind of worries me. What does he mean by the brutal truth? Anyway.
Now, let's proceed with the testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, please go right ahead. Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution summons the woman who saw the events that day with her very own eyes.
This is it, Mia. The battle begins here. No, really, it does begin here.
It probably can't be that bad. Witness, what is your name and occupation? God.
I'm sorry.
Damn it.
Everyone is so silent I can hear their hearts going pitter-patter.
This is the bitch that was dating Phoenix, right?
Yep.
When he was in college?
She killed someone.
Oh, yeah, that's another one I got a voice. Oh. When I look at you, how can I put it? You look as scrumptious as a double and a dozen donut. I'm guessing that says donut hole. Yeah, donut holes.
They can't say Timbits with like shit.
Yeah, I know. I don't even think was Tim's around during this. Hold on.
Yeah.
And how like widespread known was Tim's.
It was very much a thing.
Yeah, 1964.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Listen, the double double.
You think it's a legal thing?
I mean, I don't think they
Is Timbits? Hold on.
I think just the straight up term like donut holes. What I think is just what they're called, like the
Yeah, it is.
name.
Timbits is a registered trademark of Tim Hortons.
Yeah. So I feel like just the donut holes would be more like.
Yeah, because that's what everybody calls it, donut holes.
Yeah, except for Canadians.
Yeah. I feel like I want to hurry up and hand down a verdict just to have a bite.
Hey, not so fast.
As I said before, this witness is a very sensitive and delicate. I would ask the court to please exercise care when addressing her. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You are a true gentleman.
Edgeworth, like 5 years later, if you kill yourself, I don't fucking care.
Yeah, exactly. Miss Faye, you could learn a lot from this man.
If he's such a gentleman, he sure doesn't act like one to me. Anyways, fuck this woman, that's all I have to say.
Okay, we're back. Sir? Hey, yes, my dear. This is my first time, so I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the trouble I might cause. Not at all. It's no trouble at all.
Now then, may we please have your name and occupation?
My name is, Melissa Foster.
Bitch, no it ain't.
I'm a college student, a freshman in the literature department. You were on the scene when the unfortunate event occurred, correct?
And you were the one who took this photo? Is that accurate?
Yeah. How can you be so mean?
The f did I do?
What do you mean? No, see here. What are you doing, shoving that in her face like that?
But it's just a photograph. It's not like it's something dangerous.
Next time I'll be forced to penalize you.
Uh-oh. I don't like the turn this is taking. Godot, you wanna hurry up and throw a cup of coffee at this bitch?
God, I want to punch her so bad.
Oh, get used to it. You'll get real fucking used to it. Is she staring at me?
And who would be?
I'm the defense attorney. My name is Mia Fey.
I see. So you are. Now then, young lady, could you please give us your testimony? Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best. I was using my camera to take some pictures of wild flowers. Then, I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly, they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. And right after that, I called the police.
The police.
Hmm. By the way, where were you standing when the incident occurred? I believe the map would be of help here. I was standing right over here. I was standing in a beautiful field, surrounded by tall cliffs. So you took the photo from that location, eh? I brought the camera I was using at the time, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me to. Oh, what a cute camera! Just like its owner. Alright then, Miss Faye, time for your cross-examination. But I warn you, make the witness cry again, and you'll feel the wrath of my gavel.
Godot, give him the coffee. Mr. Armando.
I don't think he's in the coffee throwing area yet.
3-pointer.
You could probably only dunk it.
Present the. Oh. Never mind. Skip all this. I'd read all that, but I don't want to be up until like 3 in the morning. Present the witness's photo. Witness. When you said you took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you meant? All I can see in this photo are two people facing each other. Justify that you saw the two of them starting to fight. Normally that's the kind of thing we would refer as a crucial moment. Why haven't you presented a photo like that?
Well, you see, the photo we presented was the only one there was.
But if you really wanted to capture the crucial moment, then what happened next? You must have taken a photo of it.
Oh! It was a judge Homer Simpson. My apologies, young lady. But Miss Faye's assertion is not without a certain amount of merit.
He can certainly downplay a situation, can't he?
I'm sorry. I'm a very bad girl. I used it all up. The film, I mean. Oh yeah, this is when their digital cameras weren't that good.
That's fair.
You were in a film? This photo was the last one.
What?
Unfortunately, that is the truth. I personally examined all of the photographs she took that day. All the other photos are of the witness herself, playing among the wildflowers.
The witness herself? Then who took the photos?
Well, you see, my camera has a timer feature built into it.
So you took photos of yourself?
I remember taking some photos of myself once too.
All I can think of is like the taking pictures of yourself is a fucking picture of Mickey Mouse in front of the fucking clubhouse with the "What a fucking narcissist" tagline. I don't know why I just fucking thought of that, but that's exactly what I'm picturing. It's just her in front of like the fucking dead corpse, just like posing. Fucking narcissist.
Like some shit out of like Ghostface. He's going like, cheese.
Please, no details.
It seems that Miss Faye's assertion was not so decisive after all.
But wait, just a minute.
Well, if she had no film left, she couldn't very well take more pictures, eh? Miss Foster, perhaps then you could tell us about a different sort of photo. Photos of the incident that you took with your very own eyes. Mr. Edgeworth, you're quite the poet. Very well then, let's get back to the cross-examination. Let's hear your thoughts on the fight that you witnessed. Yes, Mr. Judge.
Boy, this guy really is a sucker for sweet talk.
Huh. It looks like the other kid in the other room is the one that's getting all the attention.
Yeah, it's sickening.
His fucking face!
Bro, someone pointed out that, like, bro, Godot looks so fucking ugly without the friggin' mask on.
No, he doesn't.
Not like ugly, but like he has that fucking like.
No, hold on. It's uncanny to see him without the
uncanny.
mask
I
on.
think that's how we describe it. It's like, look at this. Tell me this fucker's younger than Godot right here. Fucking Mr. Terry Fowler. He's got fucking.
Yeah, like the guy with barbed wire tattoos on his
that's
face.
the word I'm looking for right there. And this dude's 20. He looks like he's like 35.
I feel like it's just that common anime trope of like the characters with brightly colored hair, and then there's just like always that one dude who's like 20 but has the grayest old man hair in existence because of genetics.
My favorite thing is that when all the characters got like slight redesigns when they went from the first trilogy to the Abolish Justice trilogy, the only thing they changed about Edgeworth was he got glasses. He didn't age
So he's
at
actually
all.
just like me.
Yes, he didn't change. He just got glasses. Phoenix got he got like a slightly older face and like his hair was slightly different.
And went homeless.
And homeless at one point, yeah. But like when he returned and got his fucking badge back, he actually looked fine. Mia looked the goddamn same, but she was like 19, so that she gets a pass.
Yeah.
And Pearl looks the fucking same, and she went from being 9 to 18.
Yeah. Like it's the same thing as like some actors. It's like, oh well, we need to digitally de-age you for like Phoenix, where like, you know, they look pretty different. And then there's some actors that just don't look different at all when they age.
It's fucking hilarious. Okay.
Put on some vampire shit.
Okay, present Dusky Bridge. Witness, your testimony is a joke.
Huh? What? But I just... Miss Fee, they thought he warned you not to make the witness cry.
Oh, boo fucking who?
Wah.
One short testimony and 2 bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse.
You see, there were 2 contradictions.
It's simple. Just take a look at this diagram of the area. According to her testimony, the 2 of them were in the middle of the bridge. But if they were, and the victim had turned around and tried to run, well then...
She would have hit a dead end.
You said 10 yards, but she couldn't have even ran 5. Because Dusky Bridge is... One moment, Your Honor. Because Dusky Bridge is collapsed on that side.
What?
Cry harder, bitch.
What does this mean? Stop fucking crying, bitch. Wah. I don't want to fucking hear it.
It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it.
This beautiful young lady has been lying to the court. Oh yeah, look at her. Just a moment, Your Honor.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion. What do you mean? There's one major mistake in this diagram.
What did you say?
What are you referring to? It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. It's a very old bridge. We couldn't find any official blueprints of it. So you're saying... I'm saying that even though this bridge is currently in disrepair, there's no evidence that can prove that the bridge was broken during the incident.
We're really gonna pull that right now, Edgeworth. It's been 2 days. 2 2 motherfucking days. Unless a fucking biblical storm happened within those 2 days. I know it's an old bridge, but ain't no fucking way right after this incident the bridge just shits the bed.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That's what I fucking said.
You can't actually tell the condition of the bridge from this photo. I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence. That guy is good.
Huh? What do you mean?
He planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, all right. That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy.
What? That coward.
Well, Miss Fay, it seems you once again made a reckless accusation.
How the fuck was I supposed to plan for this motherfucker to pull the stupidest ass argument ever, bro? This guy, Edgeworth, I love you. You were a dick when you were 20. To be fair, so are most people, but come on.
Also, to be fair, he was kind of trying, like, have a no-lose record.
Yeah, perfect win record.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself. No. It wasn't your fault at all. Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish, once and for all, what it was that the witness actually saw. Indeed. All right, young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with your testimony? But it's so hard to go on. Fuck-ass butterflies. You're saying, Miss Foster? There's no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw. Yes, sir. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw. Raising such advice must have been difficult. Yes, sir. I'm still shaken up. If he accepts his testimony as is, we're finished.
Don't say that.
Oh, maybe I'll stop off at my favorite cafe on my way home. They make a really great mocha latte.
This trial isn't over yet.
That's what I like to hear.
Welcome to Starbucks. How may I help you?
Perfect. All right, Miss Fee, your cross-examination, if you please.
Contradictions are staring right in the face, Mia. Go on the attack.
Yeah, such as, oh, he had nowhere to go. Motherfucker, if he reportedly threw the body down the rapids 5 years ago, he would have done the same thing again.
Present the fucking... Literally the easiest contradiction of my life. A killer not wanting his victim to be found. I can understand that. However, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found.
Well, where is it?
Take another look at the map of the area and you'll see how. There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Miss Edgeworth pointed out something interesting about the river.
For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fallen are never recovered. Yeah.
In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. If 10 murders were to occur at that same spot above Eagle River, you can bet your boots every other killer would have tossed the body in the water.
Order! You're gonna take care for the way you put that, Miss Faye. But I must admit, it does seem odd to have not have thrown the body into the river. Oh. Really, Mr. Edgeworth? How sad. Perhaps Miss Faye would do well to try taking a dip in the river herself. After all, you claim to be such an expert in the ways of nature.
What are you talking about?
My point is that no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact is that this is what the killer did. None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw. Quite true. Miss Faye, it seems that your assertion is without merit after all.
But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous.
Surely you can't deny that. The body was found in the trunk of the car. That's certainly consistent with what the witness has told us. Please, witness, go on with your testimony. I'll try. All you have to do is tell us only what you saw. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again.
Who is he talking about?
All right, I'll do my best.
Well, Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time.
Done what?
Made a crucial mistake.
A crucial mistake? Like what, Miss Faye?
The killer
I love
broke into
his
the trunk of
shocked
the
expression.
stolen car and hid the body there. You're saying you saw that, right? With your very own eyes?
Yes, and?
It's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram. The place you claim to have taken the photo from that day is there. Do you see what I mean? Even if you tried to see the car, this outcropping of rock is directly in the way. That's right, Miss Foster. From where you were standing, you could not have possibly seen the killer's car.
I admit that the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock. However, it isn't so tall that it would stop her from seeing the car. That's right. It's not high at all. I was able to see his car just fine.
I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash. I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes? This is the location of where the photo was taken from. Your own photo tells the whole story. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge, but the outcropping that is being referred to is clearly more like a cliff.
Yeah.
Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff, but still, you claim to have been able to see the killer's car.
No! Order! Order in the court! What is the meaning of all this ballyhoo? Your Honor, don't jump to any hasty conclusions. The fact that the escapee fled in a stolen car was reported on the news. after witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness was very upset. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself that she saw it.
But she was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony. She was told to testify only about what she saw with her own eyes.
Go! Uh, Mr. Judge? What is it? I think I must have remembered things wrong.
Hey, wait a minute. You can't just say that.
Miss Faye, no one on the face of the planet is perfect. Yes, indeed. Quite true. You know what they say? To err is human, to forgive divine. I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to whoever is here. Well,
What?
there's one person I know is perfect.
That's not fair.
Our goat Matthew Patrick.
Exactly.
Save the tears for later, Ken.
Mr. Armando.
Back until the trial is over. Now's the time to go forward.
But that wasn't fair.
Okay, kitten. You need to relax. Then you need to remember. The other kitten's testimony. Yeah! The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body there.
I love the manly growl right before doing her fucking voice.
So tell me, how did she know that? How did she know that he broke into the trunk?
Aha!
Well, Miss Foster, until you can explain how you knew that, you're going to have a lot of very suspicious people on this side of the courtroom. Well, witness? Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk. Because there were marks left on the trunk lid. I'm certain they were scratch marks from when he broke into it. What? Let me see that photo. It's true. They certainly look like scratch marks around the keyhole. It's obvious that this trunk has been broken open. Well, Miss Faye, are you satisfied?
The judge is on her side. I can't make any mistakes here. What you just said. Is there a contradiction in there somewhere? Doesn't work. Melissa Foster. It looks like you finally betrayed yourself.
What?
You said you were in a field taking photos of wild flowers. But even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when. When did you get a chance to see those scratches? Finally! I finally got her.
I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here. Perhaps it would be faster if Miss Faye explained herself.
Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was the corpse in herself. There's only one way that the witness had a chance to see those scratches.
Yes? What is it?
Naturally, when she opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself. The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was Melissa Foster. It was you that didn't, wasn't it?
That's ridiculous. I could never. It was the man in the prison garb. He's the one that...
I don't think so, Miss Foster. If Mr. Fowles had been the one that put the corpse in the trunk, he would have simply used the car key. There's no need to break it open.
But he stole the car.
He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light, which means the key would have still been in the ignition.
Oh, I see.
Thank you for telling us about these scratches, Miss Foster, and thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth. That it couldn't have been Mr. Fowles who put the body in the trunk.
Preposterous! To even suggest that the witness put the body in there. If that were true, then how do you explain the photo that she took?
Timer.
The corpse could only have been put in the trunk when the incident occurred. Then we already know that at the time, she was taking photographs.
How's your chest, Mia? Finish this thing. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no need to think too deeply about it. What I'm saying is the shutter for this may have not been pushed by Mr. Foster herself. Whip out your camera. Let's take another look at this camera. Let's see what features it has, shall we? It has a timer built into it. Even a mini tripod. Why? It's almost as if she had brought this camera just to take this picture.
What are you trying to say then, Miss Faye? That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster was in the field as she claimed?
Well, if she really did use the camera's auto timer, then the answer is yes, she was somewhere else. Exactly. She was not in the field.
Will the defense please explain further? Listen, this is a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? In answering that question, we'll also make it clear Miss Foster's true identity. Well then, please answer this question.
Naturally, the witness was right here.
But that's where the victim, Miss Hawthorne, were standing.
Exactly.
Order! Miss Faye, what on earth?
Your Honor, if I may. After parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car. But this would mean that there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it could only have been before the defendant met the victim.
How is a 9? Of course Mr. Falls met with the victim. The only person with the opportunity to have put the victim in the trunk is the same man that killed her, Terry Falls.
You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? By the time the witness's photo was taken, the victim was already dead. The person in the photo was not Valerie Hawthorne.
What? I've never heard any more ridiculous in my entire life. Then who exactly is the victim in this photo?
It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness.
What?
It's the only possible explanation. The woman that Mr. Fowles met on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. It was you, Melissa Foster.
Ugh. Me?
Let's remember that it was raining and foggy on the mountain that day. Mr. Fowles himself believed that the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne.
But the defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well. After all, she was the one whose testimony helped get him convicted.
But since then, my client has spent 5 hard years in a federal penitentiary. He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore.
You're just making this up as you go along. Where's your proof?
I've got it all right here.
No!
This piece of evidence will blow this case wide open. At the time of the incident, Mr. Faust had forgotten what Valerie Hawthorne looked like. Mr. Faust had forgotten the victim's face. That's why he needed some piece of identification. Namely, this muddy scarf. It was Mr. Fowles who requested that she wear the scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note the victim left. In other words, as long as you were wearing a scarf like he asked, anyone could have pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne. Well, what do you have to say to that, Melissa Foster?
No! Faint? Where's Miss Foster? She's collecting herself in the lobby.
It's obvious that Melissa Foster did it. She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. She set up the camera to snap a fake photo of them together.
The only question is, why did she do it?
Well, isn't that obvious? She's the real culprit.
Well, we'll have to wait for Miss Foster to compose herself before we start again. Until then, this court is in recess. The defense and the prosecution are both to wait in their respective lobbies.
Yes, Your Honor.
Understood. Very well. This court is in recess.
To be continued. How long is the next section?
It's 140 right now.
That is also very fair. Oh, I forgot it's a lot of like yeah, no, we're saving this shit for later. It's a lot of like exposition and shit.
Oh boy.
It's not actually that like the actual like trial part isn't that long, but it's just a lot of like explanation of shit.
Yeah.
It's like
Those fucking ass butterflies, bro.
the damn butterflies. Like, yeah, I need to be more awake for this shit.